Here is everything you need to know about Street Fighter 6. To kick things off, Street Fighter 6 has been confirmed to have crossplay with PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. If this actually ends up happening, that means that Street Fighter 6 has the potential to be the highest selling traditional fighting game of all time. The next thing you need to know about news regarding Street Fighter 6 is that Tokyo Game Show is this week. It'll start on September 15th and will have a ton of Street Fighter 6 content to show off. But if you're a Street Fighter fan like me, you definitely don't want to miss what they're going to showcase this Friday on the 16th. They're going to have a special program dedicated to Street Fighter 6 that will focus on sharing even more about Fighting Ground, World Tour, and the vision and visuals of the game. Mark it on your calendars, it's going to be Friday the 16th and it's going to start at 10 AM Central Time. If you miss it, don't worry, I'll have it covered. And now let's talk about all the modes coming in Street Fighter 6. Fighting Ground is a mode in Street Fighter 6 which include things that have been in previous games such as arcade mode, online matches, local play, and training. The second mode that we know of is World Tour. World Tour is a huge new mode for Street Fighter 6 that has never been done before and will let you create your own character to roam around the Street Fighter world. And there isn't a lot of info for this yet, but we'll definitely know more this Friday. Lastly, we have the Battle Hub that was teased at the end of Street Fighter 6's trailer. It's been described by Capcom to be a destination that provides players with new and unique ways to engage, communicate, and interact. Whatever the hell that means, but hopefully we'll know more at Tokyo Game Show. Street Fighter 6 is bringing back Third Strike game mechanics. The first thing to come back from Third Strike is the re-addition of numbered super bars. Depending on how many you have, can let you do a level 1, 2, or 3 super. If your health reaches 25% or less, the 3 turns into a critical art, which makes the level 3 super more cinematic and do more damage. The coolest one that they've shown off was one of the new characters, Jamie. The second thing to come back is parry being universal to every character. But it's not going to be as hard as Third Strike, since you can hold the parry button and parry whatever your opponent throws out. It's also good to note that there's going to be no air parries in this game. But even after all that, parry is still going to have a high skill ceiling with the perfect parry. This type of parry only happens if you perfectly time a parry against an attack, which briefly freezes the screen to give you time for a punish. And that's all for the Third Strike mechanics that are coming back in Street Fighter 6. Now let's talk about all the new game mechanics. First off, there's a new bar under your main life bar. This is the drive meter. You use this meter to literally do everything in the game, such as parry, enhanced special moves known as EX moves, drive rush, and drive impact. If you mismanage and use all your drive meter, your character will turn gray, they'll take and be able to die from chip damage, and the new wall splat mechanic will instead stun you. This is also the only way to get stunned now. And unlike all the other Street Fighters, you can't mash out of stun in this one. Another cool thing that I've seen when you go into a burnout state is that your characters actually change their stance when they're in burnout. The next new game mechanic is Drive Impact. Your character moves forward with a move that has 2 hits of armor and crumples if hit. It's also unblockable, but if you're blocking, it doesn't do any damage. This mechanic though makes the corner even more dangerous than it has in previous Street Fighter games, because if you block a Drive Impact, you'll get wall splat into the wall and let your opponent do a free combo on you. If you and your opponent do a Drive Impact at the same time, it has a cool mechanic like in Tekken where it does a slowdown effect. The next new mechanic is Drive Rush. This can be used as a combo extender or a pressure starter. Whenever you hit an opponent with a button or special move from Drive Rush, it has different properties, so you can do combos that wouldn't normally be possible. So this will really allow players to play characters in their own way. The last mechanic to be added to Street Fighter 6 is Street Fighter 5's V reversals, now called drive reversals. These drive reversals can't be thrown or hit, but you can parry, level 3, drive impact, or bait it with a jump. The last thing to talk about is confirmed Street Fighter 6 characters as of today, September the 10th, 2022. Now I'm not going to be going over the leaked roster, but it is out there if you want to search for it. The characters we know for sure that are in the game are Jamie, Luke, Chun-Li, Ryu, Guile, Kimberly, and Yuri. And that has been all the general information regarding Street Fighter 6. If you're looking for more Street Fighter 6 content when the game comes out, like picking a character to play, meme content, or general high-level play, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you're really looking to prepare for Street Fighter 6 and are considering buying Street Fighter 5, make sure to check out my store on Nexus GG. In this store, you'll be able to see that I mainly have Street Fighter 5 at the top that you can purchase, Monster Hunter Rise, or the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. And when Street Fighter 6 comes out, I'll probably be able to list that on this store as well. So if you're looking for a way to support me, that'll be one big way to help me out. With that being said, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.